Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to the witnesses for sharing with us today. Dr. Garten, you shared the success story of PinDrop, and I appreciate your testimony because it gives us a real-life example that makes it easier to understand the importance of research. Bill Gates once said, who is obviously one of the great innovators of our time, he said that governments will always play a big part in solving big problems. They set public policy and are uniquely able to provide the resources to make sure solutions reach everyone who needs them. They also fund basic research, which is a crucial component of the innovation that improves life for everyone. Having an engineering background and sitting on this committee, I really enjoy getting to go see where this research is being done. I made a trip out to the Berkeley National Research Lab, and I saw some very exciting research there and biofuels and creating economical methods to use our bioresources to make all kinds of fuels and chemicals. I saw some innovative research with nanotechnology, with a material that if it's envisioned that if you could create a filter out of this material, you could essentially clean the entire stack emissions from a coal-fired plant. Very exciting stuff. In my home state, the institutions of higher learning are doing some neat research. The University of Arkansas Institute for Nanoscience and Engineering Technology, just amazing some of the things that they're doing. What I would like to ask you, we've talked about some success stories, but could you share with us maybe one exciting new innovation that's on the horizon that's taking place at your organizations, and how close are we to seeing those become reality? And start with you, Dr. Karagankar.
I think one of the areas that we are very excited about in the engineering directorate is our focus on advanced manufacturing. So we have made, first of all, historically, NSF has made pioneering contributions in that area. The whole 3D printing industry came out of NSF-funded research in the 80s. In recent years, last 2-3 years, we've been investing in cyber manufacturing that would shape the factories of the future by leveraging cyber technologies, sensors, communications, computation, networks, and things of that nature. We are investing in cellular biomanufacturing. So as cells become therapies, how will we manufacture those? So we are sort of creating basic research in manufacture of cells. And a third area where we are making some very exciting investments is in scalable nanomanufacturing. So we invested a lot of funds in nanotechnology and nanoscience. And the question we are asking is how will we manufacture the products at scale and at cost? So one example is we are using, we funded some research that will use roll-to-roll printing as a way to manufacture these products, which if it works, would be extremely cost effective and produce products that would have big impacts. So these are some of the examples that we are very excited about.
Thank you. Dr. Lauer?
Thank you, Congressman. This is a very exciting time for biomedical research, and two themes are high throughput technologies and big data. So looking at complex systems and taking advantage of current exploding information technologies. So some examples include three-dimensional mapping of neurons within the central nervous system in health and disease, quantification of DNA and gene sequencing technologies, drug screens for rare diseases. There are literally millions of potential compounds that could be effective for diseases, and we're now being able to figure out ways in which we could identify potentially beneficial targets in a short period of time. And then another interesting one from a different side, from a purely clinical side, would be the incorporation of patient-reported outcomes into electronic health records.
Thank you.
Well, in preparing for this hearing, I looked at a number of examples of outcomes from SBIR investments. I don't see them all because I don't look at them day to day. But one of them struck me as extremely important, and that is a small company in Lansing, Michigan, near Michigan State University called NioWave Incorporated. They received a number of SBIR, STTR awards over the last 10 years or so, to build superconducting linear accelerators, which sounds kind of techy. But one of the things that they did in 2015, they produced molybdenum-99, Moly-99, by fissioning uranium using one of the superconducting linear accelerators. So the decay product of Moly-99 is technetium-99, and that's used in 30 million diagnostic imaging procedures annually. The United States has no production of Moly-99. It's all imported. And so NIOWAVE is going to begin, I hope in a couple of years, 2016 or 17, producing Moly-99 using this linear accelerator technology. If so, it would be a remarkable achievement. So that's the one that struck me as potentially the most impactful.
Well, as you can imagine, at Georgia Tech, there are technologies emerging all over the place. And it's hard, as with Dr. Damer, it's hard to keep up with all of them. A couple of the areas where we really see the next technologies emerging that we're all going to be talking about in 5 and 10 years are areas like cell-based manufacturing, where we're beginning to be able to reduce these technologies to practical application. Some of the membrane technologies for carbon sequestration, and it's similar to the examples that you cited, are probably going to go a long way toward helping us deal with controlling the emissions out of our carbon-producing factories and other sources of carbon in the atmosphere. And there's other technologies that are closer to the market, like our new drug delivery technologies that will allow us to deliver vaccines across the world in using delivery methods that don't require refrigeration and can be self-administered. So there are some technologies that are emerging all across the spectrum that are just waiting to burst out there.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair, for indulging a little extra time. I yield back.
Thank you.